Hey guys, I'm Sumbul and welcome to my channel. Today I'll be sharing my top makeup brushes that produce the smoothest makeup application. So if you're looking for the right makeup brush for yourself and get confused by all the variety that's available in the shops, then stay tuned and get all the answers. So let's start with foundation. For stick foundation like this one from Tom Ford, I prefer to use the Artis brush number oval 8. And I kid you not, this brush is pure magic. It just blends everything in one go. Just look at the size. This is huge. And I think it's appropriate for my face. But if you have a smaller surface area to work on, then you can go a size lower, that is the number 7. And I think that is the most popular brush anyway, the number 7. I couldn't find the number 7, so I had to go with number 8. But this, I think, is appropriate for my surface area. But really, this brush is awesome. My foundation routine has gotten so much easier and quicker since the day I purchased this. Honestly, you can just blend everything to smooth perfection under 5 seconds. That's how quick it is. So I highly recommend this brush if you're looking for a good brush for stick foundations. I don't really recommend it for liquid foundations. Number 1, because I have a much better option for liquid foundations, and number 2, I don't think this is the ideal brush for liquids. So I think I'll just stick to using stick foundations with it. For liquid foundations, I don't usually use a brush because I think that a beauty blender is the best way to go. You can easily blend everything to smooth perfection with a moist sponge, and it's also very easy to build up the coverage. So for me, I would choose a beauty blender over a makeup brush for liquid foundations any day. Then for powder foundations, I like to use this Sigma large powder F30 brush. And just look at the size. I think this is ideal enough to pick up the right amount of powder and fluffy enough to blend everything properly. So I think this works very well with powder foundations or even any kind of powder, even the translucent loose powder that you use just to mattify your skin. This works great with that also. So I think this is a handy little tool for your makeup collection, a must have. Now let's look at the best eyeshadow brushes. So ideally, you should have these 4 eye makeup brushes. You can do your makeup with just one brush or even no brush at all by using just your fingertips. So I'm not saying it is essential to have these brushes. I'm just trying to make the process easier, quicker and fun. And believe me, I am the kind of girl who uses just her fingertips for eyeshadow application when I'm in a rush. And mostly that is quite often. So I'm not suggesting that just rush to the market and buy these 4 brushes. What I am saying is that all these brushes produce different results, and when they're used in combination, they produce beautifully blended, intense eye makeup looks. So just keep that in mind. All of these brushes are from the brand Sigma. And now let's look at the first one. This is called the Medium Angled Shading E70 brush. And I use this to load the shadow on my eyelid, and I think it works great. Firstly, because it's very fluffy, and secondly, because it's angled, so you can very easily add layers of pigment where you want. The second eyeshadow brush is Sigma Tapered Blending E40 brush, and as the name suggests, this brush is used for blending any harsh shadow lines you have and generally putting the whole look together by having a smooth finished look. So this works great because it's not stiff and it's very feathery, so you can blend easily and very smoothly any harsh lines you have with a very light touch of your hand. The third and fourth eyeshadow brushes are called Sigma Pencil E30 brush, and then the other one is Sigma Short Shader E20 brush. And I like to call them precision brushes because you can very precisely place the eyeshadow exactly where you want. For this pencil brush, I like to use this when I'm placing the darkest eye shade, that is a very dark brown or even a black, when I'm doing a smoky eye, in the very outer corner of my eye, and then I like to blend it with the blending brush. So that's where I like to use it the most. And if you have a clean brush, you can also put the highlight shade in the inner corner of your eye with it. And then the second brush, which is the Short Shader brush, I use it most often when I'm placing eyeshadow on my lower lash line. It works beautifully over here. So this is my go-to for this purpose. And just a little note over here, if you don't have the Sigma Medium Angle Shading brush that I told you, which I use to load eyeshadow on my eyelid, then you can use a MAC 217 brush also. So either of the two, you choose. Now brushes for applying blush. I normally alternate between these 2 brushes because I think both of these are equally effective. So this is the Real Techniques cheek brush. and this is the Sigma Large Angled Contour Brush F40. So although this is the contour, but I like it for blush. As I said before, both of these work equally effectively for me, although they do have different shapes. So this one is more angled and less dense than this one, which is more like a normal round brush. But both of these do exactly what I want them to do with my blush, so I'm happy with them both. So now contour. For contouring, I'm going to change your life with this suggestion, especially you beginners out there who are always struggling with it. I know I used to struggle a lot when I was starting out with makeup. So the magic answer for all your contouring needs is this Estee Lauder Sculpting Foundation Brush number 2. Pay very close attention to it. The special thing about this brush is its shape. It naturally guides you so that you don't go too far above or too below from where you should actually be contouring. I know sometimes when you're using a fluffy brush like this for contouring, especially when you're starting out and experimenting with makeup, you sometimes end with a very messy contour with your whole cheek covered in the brown contour powder, and it has the opposite effect to what a good contour should be. That is providing definition and shadows at the right places. But if you like that messy contour look, then good for you. Makeup is a creative decision, so do whatever you want. I'm just stating what I think works best, so it's purely my opinion. I think that it's not important to have this exact same brand. In fact, any brand which has a good sturdy brush with this shape will do. But if you're asking my opinion on this Estee Lauder brush, then I can safely say that it's also a very good brush and you will not be disappointed. So I like to contour my cheeks and my jawline with it. And also when I'm in quite a hurry, I use it to contour my nose also. And I think it works very well for that purpose too. So the way I use it is that I make contouring lines with it. And then for blending, I use the blush brush. I think it works great like that. Try that. The last two brushes I'm going to show in this video are lip brushes, and both of these are ones I use most regularly. So the first one is this Artis Elite Circle 1R. I think it is 1R, I can't read it very properly, so let's just go with 1R. And the second one is this MAC dual-ended brush. This side is in the number 242 SE and the other side is 212 SE. And the one I use for my lips is this 242 SE1. The MAC brush I use to line my lips, and the Artis is ideal for filling them in with lipstick or lip gloss, whatever you want. And I'm sorry this is dirty. I used this lip shade in the morning today and I haven't gotten around to cleaning it. So that's why it's filled with this dark lipstick shade. Anyway, so both of these brushes work great together and are my go-to brushes whenever I'm doing my lips. So if you're looking for some good quality makeup brushes, I recommend these two. So this was all for today. I hope you learned something new. Please like, comment and share my video if you enjoyed watching it, and subscribe to my channel because I make new videos twice a week, every week. And until next time, stay positive and beautiful.